So as we are, approaching the end of the game here, there is definitely something that I have not done yet, and that is romance stuff. So we already had the options to flirt with Afra here, and I didn't get those options with Sierra yet, so I want to see if we can do that with her. Otherwise, obviously, we'll have to romance Afra there. But we'll check it out with Sierra. I still have to talk to her anyway, because after we completed her last companion quest, which was the ceremony with her mother, we didn't talk to her. So we'll check that all out and see what happens. And then I figure, we can, since we're like near the end, we're almost in the end game really, I go ahead and just start modding gear. It's not going to be necessary, but mine's well, why not? Alright, let's go.
Karans, do you need something?
What do you intend to do now? Will you become the Dunegad of your clan again?
I will most likely do it, but not now. I still have a lot to discover by your side.
I hope that you do not feel constrained to do so. I would completely understand if you had to go back to your people.
You are a noble-hearted man, and a true Anal-Manawi. Do not worry. I'm not staying because I feel constrained to do so, but because I like being with you all. And especially with you. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
That certainly sounded like it. Now again, for Afra, we had the actual options that had like hearts next to them. You see.
Karans, I am glad you came to talk to me. I have something to ask you.
I'm listening.
What do the women on your island do when they really like someone?
Oh.
Everything is so complicated where you come from.
In my culture, we do not talk about our feelings. Especially not amongst nobles. Marriages are arranged more often than not.
I knew it. Never mind. I'll do it my way. Your body and your soul are speaking with mine, Anal-Manawi. And if you feel the same way, I would love to spend some time alone with you.
Okay.
I would love that too. Meet me outside my room the next time we're at the house.
I will be there. Anything else?
Outside the room? We go upstairs, I guess?
See you later.
Anal-Manawi, do you still agree to spend some time with me?
Of course. I was waiting for this moment. Come.
Damn, I haven't seen myself with the hat off since the beginning of the game. Okay.
I have never met someone like you, Anal-Manawi. My heart has never beaten so fast for anyone. What about you? Do you think you are my Menundanem?
Alright, looks like you can actually back out after you hook up with them. It's pretty interesting, but sure.
I hope so. Because I love you too, Sierra.
Kayarto. This is how we say I love you in our language. Koden nes greda komolai. Our two hearts beat together.
Okay, oh, okay. I guess it's good timing though, because we are approaching the final battle. Waging war, uniting the actions, so heat of the moment, we have to get stuff done. So we have our party here. I'm gonna pay the blacksmith to make a bunch of mods just for the fuck of it. Otherwise I have to convince the coin guard. Find Constantine's hideout. I think it's isn't that like the other main quest? Yeah, so I want to unite everyone first. So we got the Knots, the Coin Guard, Bridge Alliance, and all of them. Are the Knots here? Okay, the Knots are there, and the Coin Guard's there, so we can do that. The Coin Guard, Blacksmith, Knot. Alright. Here. Okay. And we're friends with these guys, so in fact, I think we're friends with like everyone, aren't we? Other than but the congregation, obviously. Am I blocking it? No. So yeah, we're friendly with everyone. Hopefully, you'll do this.
Hello, Commander.
More importantly, I wonder if
Lord
you can
Desardo.
fail. I'm assuming you
How
probably
can I
could.
be of service
No one to
to you?
help you.
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the Governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger, and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
So next up is the not commander. Shit, going the wrong way. This way. Door. Actually, first we'll stop the blacksmith. So again, don't need to do this, but whatever. To be fair, when we're fighting tough enemies, like I am, again, associating like Dark Souls a little bit, I'm taking massive damage with my playstyle. Doesn't matter as much. I don't think it's going to even change too much, but you know, whatever. So let's see.
Oh, it's a great pleasure to
Assuming it costs just money to do this. I already have mods on it, but those are level 2 mods. Could theoretically give me level 3 shit. Should be 12 each, which is 24. And we do have plenty of materials. I am blocking them, but it costs pure iron, leather. So fuck it, why not? This is my my shit, so we'll do this. Just straight up armor and balance. Is there anything else? That's all it is. Alright, so there. Wait, what? Oh, because he deconstructed or whatever the other shit, and then yeah. Good. Say. Actually loses some balance. It's interesting. Weird. Do I want to keep balance? Okay, I'll just keep the balance. I don't know. Whatever like the increase is, it's just 5 more magic resist. I don't need that. Can I mod their gear? Oh, I can. Good. I gotta press over. Oh, we can do it like this too. 30 armor, is that the best? It is 30. That one. 30 again. Alright, and what he's wearing. But they're gonna really get the big jump there. And this doesn't really matter. Which is a bit what? See, I don't know if I give them vigor if it actually applies to them or not. Do it anyways, because why not? 30. Uh, 30. And we use her. And there. That's gonna be a lot of armor. Just gave everyone. Technically I can mod the weapons too, although she's using a legendary. Oops. He's using a unique that can't be modded. He's got pistol though. I want to mod that for the armor damage. Guns are 4. Only 30 more armor, but hey, that's good. And then me. Can't mod that. I can mod this. Again, for armor. There we go. Perfect.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
And now, we go to the knots.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the... You'll find all you need in our...
Okay.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nords.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, Desarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
Alright, so everyone else is in different areas, so we'll go to all of them. Oh, a fast travel point here is there. Oh yeah, next to her. Oh. Okay. Come on. Good way as we travel. So again, we have 2 different quests. One is to unite everyone, the other is to find his camp. I don't know why they're like, you know... I should unite first and then do the camp thing. I don't know why you can do either or. Even when we find the camp, it's more so just scouting out the camp, and then you have to, like, attack with the next quests. But it is kind of interesting, so I'm playing it how you normally would, you know? I'm not gonna find his camp and then be like, oh wait, we need to unite everyone. Whoops, we failed.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegat of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. Others have already joined me. But we also need the support of Teleme. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times, and I trust your judgment. You can count on our help. My men will fight by your side.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom, we have a chance to prevail. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
I do feel like you could actually, not unite the people. Like, I'm assuming it's based on like if they're friendly or not. So it seems like you can potentially get this done with like no allies. Right, next we go to sort of the Hikmet next, and then do the natives. Why not? All the way here. Is that what the natives are? I don't know what that is. Alright, whatever. Residents. Yes. Convince him, and them, and then look for the base, the hideout, which is right next to the fucking town, but okay.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different Guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then, there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Tirfridi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desarde. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us?
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
That one definitely at times sounds a little iffy. Again, goes to show, like, you know, the personality, science bros don't believe for a second that, you know, this religion thing is real, but we've literally seen it time and time again. Like, he knows of the Guardians, at least. It was kind of odd that he, like, kind of dismisses whether this is, like, a real thing or not. Oh, where's the... I have to go for my place to travel. Here, I believe. Yeah. Alright, so I gotta mark it as active so they can show me where I'm fast traveling to. Better... There, okay, I thought it was that one, but... Let me check. So we'll unite all these guys, but apparently I still have a side quest. We'll check out what the side quest is after this. So obviously we've had 2 side quests throughout like the entirety of the game, which is like unlock every camp, and then also find all the notes. I'm not gonna get all the notes done, at least on stream. It's because like they're not even marked. Like you just have to run around and look for them. So obviously we have those 2. I'm assuming maybe we got all the camps done, but it seems like there's another one that we have. So check that out.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak and Devoshtire should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enon Frichtemann warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I already convinced some other factions to support us, but I also need the help of your people, because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enomil Frichtemann cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Weapon.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me.
Mace, so I can't even
You
use it.
managed to earn my people's trust. And you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps. And may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage among sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enon Frichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
I didn't even think about that. Like, depending on who we chose, I wonder if the other chick would have helped us, or she... Well, I mean, they would have had to help. I mean, not even like to help us, but to stop the bad guy. Help her own people. Alright, so let's see first of all the weapon I can't even equip. Strength 5. That is quite the fucking club, though. Yep. So apparently there's one other camp I never got. Interesting. Well, and I got most of these, too. Well, I got like half of them. We have this thing that we're doing. I don't even remember what this is for. This is for the, science people. But, whatever. Do it. It's been a while. Yeah, and by doing all those side quests for like 2 streams in a row, it did kind of start to wear on me. There's a lot of side quests, and I give the game credit for having them like in universe. They fit the lore and whatnot. And more so, I'm talking about the native ones where they're just really, really. Even though the objectives are different, like the whole point of the mission's the same. Hey, these people were supposed to not mine there, and they're still mining there. These people aren't supposed to be cutting down lumber, but they're cutting down lumber. Like, it's just over and over the same exact thing. Like, which is realistic, but also that wore on me. So, like, now that I know it seems like nothing was missable anyways, obviously I would have spaced it out a little bit more. But, you don't really know that shit going in unless you look it up, which I don't want to do. Here.
There's our group of rebels. The soldier they captured looks dead.
Quayas.
My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I'm here because I want to talk to your chief.
I know who you are. The Renaigse on Ol Manawi. What do you want to say to Armal?
I want to talk to him about the abductions and to understand what's going on.
You would be the first Renaigse to care. How do we know you're not just saying that to find out where our camp is?
I am not part of the Alliance. My only goal is to avoid deaths on both sides. Help me. I am your only chance to free your prisoners without bloodshed.
You seem to really believe what you say. I hope I'm not mistaken. Very well. Tell me when you are ready to follow me to our camp. Are you ready to follow me, Renaigse?
Let's go.
On the camp. wonder if this is one of those areas that was
It's
previously cut off. There weren't too many of them, but there were a few in the game where it's like, you know, knock down trees or stuff like that, where I couldn't get past.
Let's stay on guard.
Just, you know, later on
What are you
they
afraid of?
made it.
That the Donea Exregal have set a trap for us.
It's this way. I'm letting my comrades know we're here, so that they let us pass. Follow me. We are almost there.
Oh, that way, but okay. I thought this is the camp for a second. I was like, really? It's just a little grassy area?
It's this way. Come on.
I see a campfire. That must be my last campfire. I only need one of them. Nice. What? Okay, I'm here. Alright, I'm hoping he doesn't fail me for continuing along because he's not moving anymore.
It's this way.
Okay, so he was kind of a little bugged out. Maybe I had to set up camp or whatever it was, but there we go.
This is our main camp. This is where you will find our Mal. I hope I am not wrong to lead you here, and that you are not a traitor.
So, here's the famous rebel camp. I hope their leader can tell us more about these abductions.
Facing the right one. Okay. That place right over there.
Who are you and what are you doing here, Anaigse?
My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. I came to talk to you about the abductions and your forthcoming attack.
And how did you find our camp?
I convinced one of your men to bring me.
Please, Mal. Explain to him what you know. He can help us free our brothers.
Well, I'll tell you what we know, then you'll understand why we have to fight lions. Many seasons ago, Sinolmanawi started to disappear. Lions attacked the villages and took them with them. We never saw them again. They were either crazy or so injured that even our best Donegad couldn't do anything. So we counterattacked and captured some of their soldiers. And we learned that they were taking our people to a place they call a laboratory. It is there that they torture and kill them. They talked about experiments.
Experiments? So that was the reason for all these abductions. But what do they hope to discover?
Alert! The lions are attacking! Traitor! It was you who led them to us!
No, I swear. They asked me to investigate. It was
This is
never
the
a
second
question
time they
of
set me
attacking
up.
you.
Then prove it! Fight with us!
Well, fuck, this is hard. Because obviously, the Alliance, first of all, is setting me up, but they're also abducting people, which we've known about for a while now. I gotta help them.
The Alliance betrayed me as much as you. I owe them nothing.
I feel like this isn't like really the Alliance in the sense that, oh, now they're nice. Well, good thing I recruited them first. Like, this isn't like a sanction thing. This is just some more rogue people, I think.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Compromise. You will pay for what your brothers have done. Compromise. You will pay for what your brothers have done.
Let's go this way.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! I will make you regret to have come to our island.
Except some melee, thank you.
I will make you regret to have come to our island.
You have fought bravely, and your word is true on Almanawi.
The Alliance is the ally of the Congregation. Taking your side was not a decision I made lightly, but Governor Burren used and betrayed us, and he will answer for it. Please, wait before you attack. I will do everything to dismantle this laboratory and release your people.
I trust you, so we will wait, but don't take too long. Qua awalem seg on Almanawi.
Goodbye.
Exactly, see what Governor has to say, because this is the second time I've been set up, so like, it's gonna be quite the coincidence. But you know, still might not be sanctioned, I don't know. At this point, I really don't care about the gear either. It's not gonna be good. We need to loot too much. So back to here. Alright. So it's a good thing I actually did the main quest first. Depending on if this dude's real, like he's actually behind it, and then if it's true, then we like replace him or some shit. Although then that would mean we probably would just talk to the replacement still. So I think a vacuum is about to start be going on here, so I'll probably have my mic muted. Yeah, it's a vacuum, so I'm gonna have my mic muted for a little bit.
Lord de Sade, what?
Enough with the formalities, Excellency. You owe me an explanation. Did you order your troops to attack while I was negotiating under a white flag?
I assure you that I have no idea what you are talking about. I would never have placed your life in harm's way. The alliance with the Congregation is crucial, and you know it. Your suspicions are unfounded. I'm sorry. It is now clear that decisions are being made without my consent. I'm going.
You mock me, Excellency. I can't believe this matter slipped your vigilance. Everything the Danea Exregao have told me has proven true. Your men attacked and carried off natives. I witnessed it. According to what I've been told, they are taken to a place where experiments are carried out, where they are tortured.
It is true that I knew of the existence of this laboratory. The place is dedicated to research on the Malachor. If a remedy is ever to be discovered, it will happen there. But I assure you that I was not aware that natives were being taken there.
Allow me to doubt your sincerity, Excellency. I intend to pay the place a visit and see for myself what happens there. Who directs the research?
Our most brilliant savant, the Dr. Asili. Certainly his legend precedes him. He is the master of your friend, the Professor Afra. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Afra did mention how her master started doing cool experiments.
Farewell, my lord.
Since she can't wear much, I don't think any of her stuff would be upgrades anyways. Even with the mods out, they're not upgrades. Her armor is awesome because it fits her. This is her clan. Alright, cool. Let's go infiltrate the lab. So if I stick to the right path and go straight, should be looking to the left, I'm guessing? Like, maybe? Let's see. That's this. Somewhere up here, possibly I can make a left.
You'll find the quintessence of alchemy.
There in the steps. Oh, the place that's guarded. Yeah, okay.
Halt! No one enters!
You speak to the legate of the merchant congregation, soldier. I have been sent by Governor Buren. I have to talk to Dr. Asili.
I don't take orders from the governor, nor
If I had
the
Afra with me, I'm sure she would have
congregation.
helped me convince my way
Be
through,
on
but it's
your
alright.
way.
I wonder who gives him his orders. Better to avoid a useless confrontation.
Very well. We're leaving.
You sneak in? Or... I don't think I can sneak in there. Unless there's like a crack in the wall. There's way, oh, there's way up this way. Otherwise, I could have gotten Afra as well. But up this way. Ooh, it's its own zone. So a secret lab.
Expect to find a place like this hidden here.
There must be other guards. Be careful. How awful. They've been reduced to burning the bodies.
How many have they killed?
Alright, so they are all back that way. I do that first. So items to loot. Where did the guard go? I see one back that way. One. I don't know which one of you oafs broke the mechanism that leads to the tunnels, but the cost for replacement will be your pay. Doctor's furious, had to order a replacement part, even though probably received by now. Hope once it's replaced, be more careful. Keys. Yep, I was gonna say.
A bit of poison on my
I
blade.
feel like there's gonna be a guard. There's nothing I can do about it. It's right fucking there. Not my fault. Let's see. How the hell? Oh, I can climb. Okay.
I don't have the key.
Okay, I had a key, but I don't care. I can lockpick then.
It's blocked.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
I don't know why she cast at the beginning of the fight. Like, you don't need healing at the beginning. One more group. Does it show me, like, am I supposed to talk to them? Like, I guess I am. Alright, so I thought just opening a gate would free them. It's not specifically targeting one person. There you go.
You are on Olmenawi. Are you going to free us?
Yes, that's why I'm here. And to find out what's going on.
What's going on? We are locked up. They make us drink horrible things. We're starving. They hit us. They take our blood. They cut us up. They tell us we will die to save the Renaigse from a horrible disease. But I pray that the wicked birds catch it and die. Please get us out of here.
I will do my best. Don't worry.
I want the one who did this to know fear and suffering.
Let's hold this good doctor to account.
Alright, good. So I only have to talk to one of them. Rest, where is the last one at? Right next to me here. Okay.
Now that they are free, we must help the prisoners escape this place.
They can't leave the way we came. The city guards would stop them.
So we have to find another way to get them out.
Yes, this is all side objectives, so I'm gonna get that done first. It's gonna be a fucking maze to get around. Loop through here, go straight, make the left, then a right. This way. No point in sneaking around, because they come through here, they have to fight them anyways.
We just have to clear the way. The mechanism doesn't work. I need to take a closer look.
Evangelion Remake is coming in 2020. Klappe Hüpe.
Welcome, dude. Just in time. I have my mic muted because there's lots of shit going on in the background. But thank you, man. I appreciate that for 22 months.
I have to find the people responsible for what happened here. They must answer for their crimes. Wait for me.
We are prepared to fight these people with you.
Yes. We will make them pay for what they have done to us.
You're not strong enough to fight. It's better for you to stay there.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's...
These poor people lost their lives only a few hours ago. They could not survive this mutilation.
If only we'd known sooner.
Contained hundreds of short but precise notes described without any emotion, torture, and experiments. Sketches indicating body parts being amputated of living subjects to test resistance, and dissections.
This note carefully describes the sequence of the experiments. There are even sketches. It's hard not to feel sick. This is proof of all the horrors committed here. Vasily has locked himself in his office.
If he thinks he can escape us like that, let's find the key.
A, I already have the key, I believe, but B, I can also lockpick it.
Who are you, and under what right do you enter here?
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, and I'm here to put an end to your crimes.
My crimes? What are you talking about? My work was for the good of humanity. Don't tell me you're crying over some savages. The survival of our species requires sacrifice.
What did you hope to find from all these experiments?
Since the Malachor never reached this island, I wanted to check if these savages were sensitive to it. And I discovered that they were naturally resistant. Do you realize the implications of this discovery? So I tried to isolate this resistance to develop a cure in order to send it to the people on the continent. But I doubt that you will be able to understand the subtlety of such an approach.
This man is a cold-blooded reptile. My brothers and sisters were no more than ants to him.
You are a very beautiful specimen. When I think of the power flowing through your veins.
Why do you bother with the Nords?
You are known to be immunized too. I wanted to check the reality of such a statement. To be precise, this is not the case. You are actually more resistant.
How many of my people did you have to slaughter to reach that conclusion?
We learned everything we wanted to know. This lab will close and you will answer for everything you have done.
You think so? Guards, capture these people!
Alright. So yeah, you're approaching 24 exactly, yeah. 24 months.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna start stasising these guys like normal.
Let's go!
Not gonna be that tough. You. Bam. Melee that guy. And shoot him in the back of the head. Oh, he didn't die. There you go.
Stop! Think of my knowledge. All that I have accomplished. That can never disappear.
This dude does not give a fuck. Stop him or kill him. We're gonna stop him because we're gonna put him on trial. We're not gonna just murder him outright. He's gonna have to pay for what he's done. I feel like Sierra's not gonna like it. We're not letting him go.
You will answer for your crimes in court.
But I'll be out soon. My colleagues will understand the importance of my work.
We shall see about that.
Thing about it is he's gonna be on trial. Hopefully, since he went after the natives and the Nauts, it shouldn't just be his people who judge him. We'll make sure of that. Alright. Letter... Ooh, oh, it's a blunderbuss, though. Damn. Although, technically, if you combine the physical damage and elemental damage, it's stronger than what I have. And if I mod it, it'll have better armor. Letter from another doctor. Did a good job of having the younger governor and his cousin take the potion you sent me. I was very cautious. No one else touched it. Must admit that I found your request slightly unusual and dangerous. We're allies of the congregation. Afraid they're not prove our implication perceived as poisoning. Hope in the future you perform this kind of mission yourself. Interesting. So, another doctor gave us the poison, but it was on his behalf. Alright.
I can't believe it. Constantine's malachor was caused by
So I thought.
The potion we were made to drink when we landed on the island was contaminated. How dare he do such a thing? And why?
Either this doctor is crazy, or he wanted to provoke a war against the natives and the congregation.
So that's major. This is a side quest, but that's major. Because the whole point of the game now with my cousin being evil is because he got the sickness and then, you know, tried to get cured with it. And the reason we got the sickness is because he poisoned us. Of course, I'm immune to it because I'm a native myself. So that is very, very major news there. So it is back through this way.
Let's go. I found a way out of the city. But be careful. You are weakened, and creatures roam these tunnels. I will lead the way.
Now protect the group. Be leveling up to 36. So that matters at all. There's a waterfall there, guys.
Wham! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Alright, so climb up that. Great, perfect. Caves. I'd say that's where we are. Ooh, sunset, I guess. Alright, let me definitely use a stasis bomb here. And then we'll use our normal bomb. And then I can just start stasising people as needed. I hate the lock on, like it does not change targets intelligently.
Take
take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
Alright. Put this fury back up.
See if you can ward off this fate.
There we go. Back up. Perfect. I'm just kind of ignoring most of the loot. See anything? Should be beating it relatively soon. Alright, back to Hikmet. And theoretically, he should stand trial not just for his city because he committed crimes against other factions. It should be like a group trial, which means there's no way in hell he should get out, even if they all, like, his side votes for him to be free. Like, no. At the very least, I should be able to convince the ruler to be on my side in the sense that
saved our lives.
he was kidnapping people without them knowing.
Thank you.
We will never forget what you have done for us on Al-Manawi.
Yes, we will always be grateful.
We're not very far from the Hikmet outpost. You will have to be careful.
I know how to reach the port without being seen.
Perfect. As for you, you should take refuge in Vikshadia. You will be safe there, but you should avoid the Alliance patrols.
We'll get there. Kwa awalem segven.
Alright, so let's go in. Where are we exactly? Here. Left all the way around. Alright. Oh. This way. That's where we came from. What the fuck? We have to drop down, maybe? Alright, good. Who are these guys? Oh wow, those beast hides are still there from the main quest. Defended them. So this is a town that reminds me of Assassin's Creed from a distance. Sure. The architecture, obviously. Okay, so run to the governor's palace. I think there shouldn't be a follow-up quest, unless it's something like negotiate peace, like say sorry or some shit. I don't think it's gonna be it.
Come closer. Come closer.
No. Alright, Governor. Supposedly didn't know the details of everything. Got a bunch of evidence, though. Let's see.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and to what do I owe this honor?
I've been to Asili's laboratory and what I discovered was abominable. Hundreds of poor souls tortured, victims of horrifying experiments. There were so many dead that a pit had been dug to burn the bodies.
How horrifying. I cannot believe it.
The natives were not the only victims of these crimes. There are also a number of Nauts.
Nauts? Pardon me for doubting you, but do you have proof of what you say? And have you brought Dr. Asili to me so he may answer these accusations?
Yes, we captured him.
Really? Very well. I will ensure that he is judged as quickly as possible. What was done with the prisoners that were being held in the laboratory?
They were freed. The Denea Exregau are satisfied and should call off their attack.
What a relief. Finally, some good news. How can I repay you?
By allowing me to take part in the trial proceedings. What I saw merits justice, and I fear that the accused will find a great many defenders amongst his fellow savants.
It is a rather novel request, but granted. I shall inform the prosecutor. Let us remember that the madness of a man should not cast a shadow upon the greater sum of his work. His research is perhaps our only chance of
Yeah, but he's also not going to get off for doing it.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Alright, good.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, there is
Farewell,
the
my
trial. Wow, I didn't think that'd be the case. Over here.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buran told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, it is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some noughts. Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I
already
picked
have
up
the
a
notes and
strange
shit.
powder in the laboratory. A substance that
And we
I've
know
not
that he
been able to
poisoned
identify.
us, which is already
You should
immediately,
show
you
it to an
know.
alchemist.
This is why, like, all
We
of
need
us should
to know
judge
what
him,
it
not
is
just
to
these
be
people.
able to use it.
Committed crimes
These
against every other
documents
faction.
describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin Dorsey. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident.
Exactly.
You have provided overwhelming
Thankfully, I got that too.
But
I
if
mean,
we
I just
had
happened to see it there.
witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Vikshadir. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Mazes. Alright, so I can talk to Afra about her former master. She's the one who told us before that he used to do some cruel experiments. We can get the powder analyzed. Then we can also get the knots and the natives. Back here. And technically, even if they, you know, ignore the natives, this also involves our congregation and the Nauts. So, like, again, it shouldn't just be like these people judging them.
Can I do anything for you?
But yeah, we have overwhelming evidence. Even if they ignore all the experiments, like the fact they poisoned the governor of the congregation. That right there is enough.
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Thélème.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Alright, so that is for them to testify. On. You. Next up, we are going to... Here I can question the researchers and have the powder analyzed at the same time. Okay. Is it this second one here? Come on. Of course I had to save when I opened the map. That's this one right here. Okay. Here.
I never thought I'd see you here again. Why are you still free?
Dr. Honor made sure that I was set free. He needed my help. What do you want?
What is your purpose here?
I helped Dr. Honor to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sad.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So? What is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in
Alright,
this
well there's the
powder.
proof that he had with took to poison us.
Would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe Asili would do such a thing. Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments, as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor. Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
I would like to say no. You had me thrown in prison, and without Dr. Honor's intervention, I would still be there. But I can't stop thinking about what we did in that laboratory. I think only by testifying will I ease my conscience.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial. I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Between her and Afra, that should be good, right? Well, you're still saying that there's more. Question the researchers up here. So Afra is going to testify about like how he changed, became less and less humane. That chick will give us the exact details of what happened in that area. Okay.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
What is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the Governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate, but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound
effect. Yeah, so he doesn't give a
effect
fuck.
on
Oh, it's
science.
unfortunate.
It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malachor.
Okay, well this is going to take a lot of convincing. We'll see.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed. Because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake.
Well, it wasn't a single mistake.
That he should not have
Yeah,
used
over and over and over again.
But Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
Well, then why didn't
So
he
you're
experiment on
saying
his
the
own
only
people?
problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city. But let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
What interest do you have in defending Dr. Asili? You've obviously taken his place since his arrest. I understand that you admired him a lot, but under his tutelage you could not really impose your own ideas. Well, now you finally have a chance to leave your own mark on history.
You are not wrong, but I find it rather unlikely that he will be sentenced.
I have gathered a lot of damning evidence against him. And with your testimony...
I could finally publish my research on fountain contamination. Very well. You've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor.
That's definitely an interesting
Dr.
interaction
Honor
there
is an
because...
influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
Alright, so he had no problem with what went on there. He didn't give a fuck about anything. And he was not going to testify against him until I mentioned that, hey, with the doctor out of the way, you can become more famous. And now suddenly, oh, okay, I'll testify. That's pretty awesome. You know, you can do that. It's not like, oh, we convinced him to see wrong, because he clearly didn't give a fuck. He had to appeal to his ego. How fucked up he is. they're trying to kill the Naut. Fishy with drawn weapons, yeah.
Is everything alright?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the Doctor's trial.
The Doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
Alright, so now I just gotta go and fast travel on the natives. Oh. Gotta go all the way out, so I gotta loop around. Actually going to there. If I take it like that, it's a little easier to find with the compass. It's not gonna be that great. It's gonna be a general direction, but it might help out. That's right. Yep. Alright. Get them to testify. Although the thing is, they already told us that the people aren't going to listen to them. Kind of meaningless to do this part, but have to anyway. Really quickly, I will be right back. So let's just save the game while I'm here. Gotta check on something really quick. Come on. Alright, so I'll be right back. So my grandmother has a laptop, and I got her a USB for the laptop. She doesn't really need much space, but you know, she's worried about losing files. So I had to now show her. She came over. She wanted to see how to use a USB. I feel like that's going to be the first of many repeated sessions of how to copy things onto a USB. But that's what that was. All right. Now, we go talk to the natives.
Hey! You are the Onol Manawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And this is risky because they're at war with each other, so...
will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Tiernahach. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
My people are strong and proud. They will not be afraid to speak in front of your judges for justice.
I believe our investigation is coming to an end. Let's find the prosecutor.
Back to the prosecutor, who is like at the very fucking edge of the area. You. Alright, so again, just documents alone should have been way more than enough. But
you have returned,
how,
Your Excellency. Do you have any news
respected
on our
and douchebaggy these people are. Talk about testimonies. Well, I'm just telling her about them?
A Nort victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
The islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra, one of Dr. Asili's former students, has agreed to testify.
Excellent. This woman is very respected by the governor. Her statement will carry a lot of weight.
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused. I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
I get the feeling this is one of those cases where we're not going to get the cutscene of the trial, just like the outcome.
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend.
As expected.
I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Madame, congratulations. The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Sir Desade. The evidence he supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
Holy shit,
We are
so
all,
fucking
from
snarky
time
with
to
him.
time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Damn. Oh, we have to go to the execution with Afra. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of a rep for the Bridge Alliance with that. Plus 5. Not that it matters, we're already friendly. Afra's not with me, so I gotta take her. Swap out Vasco for now. Although, to be fair, both Vasco and Ciara had people who were taken. Not travel.
Afra, are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What do a few lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Right, well, there we go. So back to the main quest. I'll continue where we left off, where we recruited everyone. Now we have to inform, I believe it was the native guy that they've recruited, of the impending battle. Okay. Yeah, this was the council. That's right. So I figured it was.
Hello, Glendan.
Birt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enon Milfrichtemen that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt. Good luck, Glendan.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need it more than everyone else. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Of course, all for one, one for all. Okay. Now we go and find his hideout. And then, I'm guessing, obviously, we all storm it, so we might be really approaching the end. 2, maybe 3 main quests left. You know, find the base, storm the hideout, and depending on how they do it, maybe like the last step, unite everyone in the end or some shit. I don't know. So right now we're united, you know, against an enemy, but be the real diplomat and make some peace for the island. Actually, didn't say I had a quest here? Okay, so this is just turning in the quest for finding all the camps. And that other quest I'm not doing on stream. To look all around for it. I'm wondering what the payoff would be, though. I almost get the feeling it's not going to be worth it, honestly. So that's just, again, the other quest. This one's like finding all the camps. The other one is finding all these random letters scattered about. It's probably about the lore, 'cause so far lore's pretty nice. Although almost every letter is basically just hinting at the world boss, I guess I call it, in each zone. But the lore is nice. In terms of like actual quest rewards, I don't know if it's going to matter. But definitely not going to waste my time doing that on stream. They're not marked at all. Like, they're just legit, just find them lying around anywhere on the entire map.
Sir de Corsilion.
Desade, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Oh, this is remarkable work. You explored the entire surface of the island. Well, almost. Congratulations. Thanks to you, our merchants and explorers will be able to reach the heart of this island safely. The prince will surely be very grateful for this. I know I am. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Explorer! Nice.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
Skill points? Not that it really matters at all. I have 2 skill points. That's why I need to get a new skill. So what do I take? I don't want to take a Fury. I could just give myself a shield, because why the fuck not? I guess. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. Just like I took myself with the healing, now we give ourselves a shield. Whatever. Boom. Cool. And now... it's done. So this is going to be interesting again, because technically you could do either one of these missions first, which is leading me to believe that this part's maybe just scouting out the camp, and the next mission is actually attacking it. I don't know why you would like, attack first and then recruit people. Out this way.
Oh, it's you on Ulmanawi! Come and see! Blades, armor, locks,
Back here is, I'll call them woods. Mountainous areas, I guess. Hide out. So just go down here and turn. It's kind of pretty much the path that we're following. Ooh, some people back
the cave
there.
that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
Let's be careful. He probably put some guards at the entrance.
Wait.
Bit of poison on my blade. Hey, let's go!
Close to it.
Get hooked. Cave right there. Alright. Is it? Yeah, we can go down that. Secret hideout. Big cave, honestly. Like, you know. Floor to ceiling. Oh. Guys, little shadow beasts here. This guy. We one-shot him, so we can stealth him if it is. Nope, we have too much health.
Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
These guys have a ton of health. So now I know if I fight a group of them, we definitely have to play legit with bombs and everything. Ooh. Interesting. Really quickly, it's 'cause I'm not fully healed. Alright, we got some notes here. Research. According to my calculations, by performing linking rituals, Enonmil Frichtman, the god, should be sufficiently weakened, and I sufficiently powerful to fight him. Can't wait to annihilate this senile god. He's planning on killing the god.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives. Places of connection. This place. This journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Mir Frichterman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he's threatening Enonmil Frichterman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him, to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
In that case, it would be best to go see Dunkus. After all, he did say that his clan knew how to heal the earth, didn't he? And Merv is a bit too hostile.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
Alright, ask Dunkus for help. Guess this is why we were able to do this and the other main quest simultaneously, because we weren't actually attacking him yet. his plan is to weaken the god by destroying, essentially, we'll call them shrines, which power up the god. I have to stop that from happening. Wonder if this is where I can then, like, send each of my factions to, like, one of the shrine type of things. And that would make sense, because then in the final battle, like, if you failed to have anyone on your side, that would maybe make the battle tougher. So that would be an interesting mechanic. It's been done very rarely in games, but sometimes where, you know, your choices change how powerful the boss is. I like the idea, honestly, if that's real. Let him destroy the shrines, then you're in for a hell of a fight. On Dunkus. Here.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from...
This is, I think, where you'd have to do the other quests to recruit people and stop him, maybe.
Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tifradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Alright, so maybe not yet, but alright. Break his link in several areas. Now they showed 2 of them. Now it's just 2. 2 here. It seems like all we gotta do is like plant this there. We don't have to fight the Guardian. We might have to fight like any people he has along the way. We'll see if we have to fight these Guardians. Alright, there he is. Nope, we gotta fight him. Okay. Sucks that if I can get behind him, I do even more damage. Oh my god, that was so much. Yo. Whew. There we go. go. Get a second matter. Also poison. Stasis just for a second, so I can then bomb. Oh, that's right. Bomb is about armor, not all damage. That's alright though. See how much damage Opie's going to do that. Oh, a magic bomb. Yeah, that's garbage. Exactly. As expected. Get a, ooh. Just in time where he didn't hurt me. God, he's just not stasis for long enough for me to get behind him. We're losing out on so much extra potential damage. There you go. It's not even doing a max amount. Probably because he's resisting it. Normally it's like 18, 1900. Okay, yeah, so it's a little bit stronger, not by much though. My kill. Bam.
Now let's plant the seed Duncus gave us at the base of the raised stone.
Horny Forest King. That's one horny Forest King. Here.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Duncus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
At least one more to do. Travel here. Swamp. Swamp. This way. Can't move. You. Is it the same spot that we fought the other one? Like it. Oh, this one has beasts with him.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go.
Wait till these two group up. Not that close. Why are they not that close?
Let's see if you can ward off this
Yeah, that sucked. Alright. Ew. This one's a lot weaker. Surprisingly, even though it's spitting poison, it doesn't resist poison. It's either 1% or 0. I can't really see the icon from this far away. I think it's a poison icon. Either way. The poison's ever good anyways, but...
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint. Let's see if you can ward off this feint.
One more. Don't think this will kill it. as well. Bam! You stole my kill, you jerk.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarda of Duncas's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Ooh, point of no return. Okay. Well then. Should we get a manual save? And the end is in sight. Alright, time to kick some ass. Kick some cuz in the ass. From what I can tell at least, I've done all the quests with the exception of that collectible quest. Friendly with everyone we can be friendly with, obviously per the story. I'm not friendly. The clan. What am I supposed to do? Sleep? Gather companions, okay.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying he has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. Then you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both
I
physically
like Afra's
and
words of encouragement.
Thank you.
Naturally.
You have been precious
Thanks,
allies,
Afra.
and you are proving
That's why I
once
hooked up
more
with
the
CR.
value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
Everyone else is like, oh, I'm with you, I'm by your side. See you, Afra. Naturally. Me too. Yep. Thumbs up. Me too. They are all here. Alright. Sweet. And I'm curious. It's too late now. But next level, would we be getting another... We would be getting another endurance, which means I'd be able to get better armor on. Not that it really matters. I can put this for now, since I don't need loot drops. I'm finally wearing an actual helmet. Alright. Oh, okay, that's just finding the notes. Alright. Charge! Ah!
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Oh, no other enemies. We have all of our allies with us. Not here right now, but... Recruited. Oh, okay, so we can actually go this way. So when we first came here, the dude said stick to the right path. Otherwise, you'll feel the wrath of the Guardian. Obviously, we can't go right. Plus, we already talked to the Guardian, so I'm sure he's fine with us going this way. bodies. I don't think I need to collect this shit, honestly. Outside chance to get like a good piece of armor, which super insanely low. I don't need that stuff.
Desarde, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
It's kind of cool that like the guy got in front of me when I threw my bomb, which prevented me from hitting everyone else with the bomb.
I'll stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood.
It looks like we'll be losing our allies as we go, which makes sense. They're all going to help their own faction.
In that case, thank you.
Which then makes me wonder again, like, if I failed to recruit everyone, if that's possible, which I'm assuming it is, and hopefully that would mean the boss would be harder, would that then mean I'd have my allies with me? Whereas now that it's technically potentially easier, I won't have any allies with me? I don't know. That would be a really cool mechanic, again. I like that whole idea. Where the hell's the beasts? Get them a little closer than this. Here. Stasis! Didn't mean to shoot there, but that's alright. We need another elemental. Look at this dude with all of his armor. Damn, he escaped everything. He was just out of... That's weird, though. If he was in range of the stasis, how is he not in range of anything else? He got poisoned, too, so I don't know how he got the armor. Well, fine. So we're leveled up, which means I can now use, better gear. Oh, wow, I got an attribute, too. Or, talent, too. Sure, I'll throw this on, not that it matters. Skill point. I'm not even using this, but hey. Increases balance. And then talent. Who cares? Give me lockpicking, I guess. You know, give me intuition. Not that it's going to matter, but if I don't have Vasca with me, and there's an intuition check, which I don't know if there would be at the end. Yeah. Now I have 3, regardless of if Vasca is with us or not. I guess I could see there technically being some sort of check at the end. Speech check, but I didn't plan on it. Hey. Let's see. If anything, it'd be a charisma check and not an intuition. Still, maybe intuition will help me see some way or some shit now. Here's the next group. Who are we losing here?
There you are.
Knots and the
I was
natives, looks
starting
like.
to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtiman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
Okay, assuming they're going this way. That way. Where the fuck are they? They are. Alright, these guys have low armor, but they're the ones that do like massive fucking damage. Oh, they don't get stasis for long at all. Shit. Alright, well. Oh my god, they both hit me and I'm poisoned. Uh oh. Good heal. Good, and then I gotta magic heal. Why are my shots missing? Dude, all 3 of my gunshots missed there. What the fuck was that? Like, I'm not sure if you're, like, supposed to be able to miss shots, or if it's just not registering. Like, either way, there should be no reason that point-blank range I missed 3 gunshots in a row. Thankfully, there's an autosave here. That was weird. Dude had the lowest bit of health, but somehow I just couldn't shoot him. Alright, so we're just gonna have to stasis these guys over and over again. His normal stasis doesn't them for long, but stasis bombs do. Come on. His tail is so fucking long. Alright. This guy. Everyone focus on him for the time being. I'm gonna die again. Heal. Holy fuck, dude, they are so strong. One hit just does massive fucking damage. Alright, I gotta do stasis. Okay. He didn't die. Didn't fucking die. There we go. Whew. Let's get another heal going. Shield as well. Oh my god, these fucking dudes. Poison. Kill him, guys. Oops, I did not want to do that. Well, I just wasted a bomb.
Wait. I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well...
Alright, so Taleme is the last group there.
Oh, and Siora. Kayato.
I told her I loved her. What direction am I going? This way. So I don't have bomb, unfortunately, because I used that by accident on one dude. I should be able to build it up pretty quickly, and if I need to, I believe there's Fury Potions I have. Never used them. That's awesome.
Is this the last time I'll see your face?
I don't know.
Go.
Yo, that was one of the best, like, romance, sincere moments, like, legitimately, in games. They're, like, overly cheesy at times, but, like, that was just legit. Damn, dude. That was fucking awesome. So normal stasis does not work for long, so I gotta do a stasis bomb. Where's Petrus at? He didn't leave us yet, but he's not here right now. That's weird. Oh, stasis does work. Maybe they were just like removing the stasis. I guess some of those other guys are not working well. Yeah, so I don't know why Petrus is gone. We never got the cutscene of him leaving us for Thélème, because we haven't run across Thélème yet. Slap your tail on the ground, buddy. I don't fucking care. I'll kill you with some melee, bro. Pwah! Fuck off. Okay. Here we go. There's Thélème, so I don't know where Petrus is. He might have just been bugged, like, because we were right next to a climbing surface. Yeah, so he didn't climb up before the fight started. You can't climb in this fight.
Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming!
Surprise!
Be prepared!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Alright, so we'll get this guy's stasis. Or not. Now, stasis. And this bomb is not going that far. Poisoning artist. Why is he not fighting? Petrus! What the fuck are you doing? Just like standing there doing nothing. Intentionally stasising everyone else. Oh god, now I'm poisoned.
Shadow engulf our enemies.
Good. How about you kill him? Thank you. One downside to magic is every time I stasis them, they already attack.
This time it's my
Which
turn.
removes stasis before I can hit
I'm
him.
staying with my people.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see? You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too.
Alright. We're on our own. If I had a chest, I'd at least upgrade my gear, but it wouldn't work anyway because I put mods on this one, so it's fine. We can solo this. Right, cousin. Time to say goodbye.
Constantine! Restrain him!
Uh-oh. Oh, I have to solo this guy. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, we're gonna use bombs on his ass just because me too. Good. Poison. I don't think magic bombs are strong. Oh, what the fuck? Magic bomb did 600. Yeah, that's nothing. Come on. Get a heal. God, they just do so little damage. Oh god. Come on, I can't do anything. Thank god, heal. Oh my god, he's not even halfway down yet. Let's get my mana back. Stuck on there. Of course, that had to fucking hit me. I don't know if he can get damaged by that shit, but they're not hitting him. Yeah, I don't know if poison even. I'm trying to get behind him. Shit. Six more shots of full strength. I can't. It's definitely not dodging for some reason. Pressing X twice, which is dodge, is not dodging. Of course, god damn you. Uh-oh. It died there if I got hit. Magic. Alright. Fuck off. Man. Jeez.
No! Stop! Step back. I do not desire your death. I'm sorry. Why? Why have you done this? But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods. The immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him.
listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will be gods together, forever.
Oh fuck, we have a choice. Do I kill Constantine, thus freeing the land of his corruption? Or do I link myself with Constantine, become a god of this new land? Interesting. Obviously I'm gonna kill him, but that's kinda cool you get that choice. So, is there no more fights? Do I put the cam down for this stuff? Bum bum bum.
Come. Oh, what a shame. Good night, sweet prince.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. This victory allowed Siora to become the Marl of her village, but she often leaves to be reunited with the one she believes to be her soulmate. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching his back, as he always had. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with Renaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods. They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives. Under Sieglinder's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily, now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.
Alright, and you can even skip the credits. Let's see if there's a cutscene afterwards. Alright, well then. That is GreedFall. So again, I did everything, all the quests, outside of the one collectible quest, which I don't really know like if there's even a reward for that in terms of like actual content, other than just like experience. But overall, GreedFall, definitely a fun time. Going into it, I said from the get-go, knowing Spider, the studio, and their previous games, and the things I heard about this game, I knew it'd just be this. It's hard to explain this, but it's just there is something off about it, and I think the main thing is the fact that it's not a AAA game. So it looks like a AAA game. It has a lot of things that should be in a AAA game, but the fact that it's not a AAA game just gives you this weird off feeling about it. So because of that, it's not like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. But it's most definitely, I'd say, a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, stuff like that, if you were grading it. So it's one of those games that's really good. And picking it apart, in terms of actual issues with the game, like genuinely, there's not really anything real to say. For me, the biggest issue probably is the loot, because that's a sin that a lot of games commit. Especially with RPGs. So with RPGs, there's always like some sort of skill points, for like perks in terms of like combat perks. There's usually a system for like outside skill checks, if you will, like speech checks, science, etc. And there's a few things like maybe there's crafting. So there's lots of these progression lines, but sometimes developers forget that getting gear is also a progression. So if you're stuck with one piece of gear for like the first 40% of the game, which is what it was for me, you don't feel like you're progressing. So it's the same thing as if, hey, you get new gear all the time, you get new items, but you don't get any new skills. Well, that's because you're missing a whole, like, skill line there. It's the same thing with weapons. So that, for me, is probably the major issue, is just, like, leveling loot-wise wasn't there. And as minor as it sounds, it's actually a pretty major thing to, like, you feel like you're making progress through a game. Feel like you're not being stagnant. But otherwise, there was a lot of good stuff in this. I said before, it's kind of like a double-edged sword here, but in terms of the side quests, they did a great job of all the side quests like being related to the world and whatnot. I love how everything was related to all the like faction rivalries and everything. They even like related to main plot points and stuff like that. There was a lot of connections, but I think they would have been better off taking out like a dozen or so of the side quests and spending a little more time into the story, especially because there were so many native quests, like I said, that were very repeated in the sense it was the same theme, just a different mask, hey, lumber, mining, a couple other things that were all like the same exact thing of the people disobeying their treaties. Like, we didn't need the same mission over and over, even if it's just like, a repainting of it. And because of that, there were a few times, for instance, like with the burial of her mother, of Sierra's mother, there were just cutscenes that were missing. I can probably think of like 4 of them, give or take, which isn't a lot. So I think that's another thing, like, if they had more time, they would have done that. But again, in the long run of things, all these are minor. That's why I say it's very hard for me to like give it like any kind of major criticism. It's more so a feel thing. So like, it doesn't feel like a AAA game. So if you grade it on a curve, it'd be a higher grade. But overall, it was a really fun time. It was what I expected to be in that sense, but it was even better than I expected it to be. Really enjoyed it. I think they did a lot of good stuff. I loved the whole faction thing. Again, I like how all these quests were kind of related to each other. Main quests, side quests. I guess you can call them faction quests too. companion quests. I like all that. Certain things didn't go as deep as I wanted. The combat, again, it's just a feel thing. It's not bad combat. It's nothing amazing either. It's just there. And again, it's not that it's bad. It just doesn't feel awesome, I guess is the best thing to say. And that's the best way to word this. Like, you know, this is a non-AAA game that is a lot like a AAA game. And that has its pros and cons. But overall, I would definitely recommend this to anyone who's interested. Definitely if it's on sale, which it is a lot now too. But I enjoyed it, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. But again, that was GreedFall.